Now, you know what you can expect from these barbarians. They are a race of rabid bastards who will fight us tooth and nail. But they don't know what they are up against. Rome is civilization. Rome is order. Rome is power. And out here, we are Rome!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your DJ Drakto over at Misfit Gaming, and today we have the combat tutorial walkthrough. But first, I have to do something. So just hang on a minute. What do you got? You need public order, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So let's make this civil settlement. So, what do you need to know about combat? Well, something that we should probably go over first that I didn't go over in the last video is your technology trees. Okay, your technology trees, you have one devoted to your military and another devoted to your citizens. As you can see, I have only a little bit into my citizens, which I should probably have more, but I am devoted completely to war. Okay, now this tech tree right here unlocks your elite units. For the Romans, they unlock the legionaries and the praetorians. This one unlocks your ballisticas, and it improves your ship weaponry and everything of that nature. This is your siege. If you are going to siege a settlement or you are being sieged, this tree will help either one, protect your cities, or two, demolish opponents. You have your land management, your economy. The economy will directly make this stuff better. What am I researching right now? I'm researching something. I don't know what it is. I forgot. I gotta look. What am I researching right now? Ah, that's right. I'm researching advanced cavalry tactics. That's right. Okay. So yes, this is directly with your economy. You'll be getting more money and more food and stuff like that. This is your philosophy. I think this has to do with public order and politics. I think it's public order, yeah. And then construction. As you remember in the last episode, I had the aqueducts, and I said I've been playing for a little while, and I unlocked the aqueducts. Well, I unlocked it through here, through this tree right here. And all these will make your empire better. So the blue will make your empire better. Red will make your military fierce. Okay. Also, as I was saying last, I didn't know what cunning did, but I was told in the last video that cunning actually has to play with the cooldowns of your general's abilities. For instance, my general has War Cry, Inspire, and Second Wind. So, the higher the cunning, the less of a cooldown those abilities actually have. Something to remember. I prefer having generals with high zeal, so they don't get overtaken and get killed as easily. But who knows? Maybe you would like high cunning. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Not saying it's a bad thing. Nope. I will never say it's a bad thing. Okay, so this is the combat tutorial. So let's get ourselves into some combat. I need to let this legion over here.
The steward of the earth desires Egypt's coffers be filled with a reasonable amount of gold.
1,000 for military access. I don't know, bro. I don't think so, man. I hate to say it. I don't think so. The Romans had a lot of advanced tactics when it came to what?
These people are a danger. Your generals are well placed to trample these insolent wretches. Can you do this?
See, now, remember, like I said, yesterday, when we were talking about confident and loyal, and what that does, you know, the aggressiveness. This is a perfect example of it. Sparta wants us to take out these people that are neighboring, by neighboring Italia. As much as I would like to join this war, I am pushing on the African front, so I'm not going to be able to. But see, this is where aggressiveness comes into play. He wants us to do this, and I can't do this, and this is probably going to hurt our reputation a little bit.
Are these words?
Yeah, it'll probably hurt our reputation a little bit, but I just can't do it. I have the forces up there to do it, but I need my attention all devoted to Africa. I've got to take over Africa.
A simple tribute is all that is expected and
He knows I'm coming for him
then all
next.
can be fair
So he's
words
trying to
between
secure
us.
peace right now through a non-aggression pact. I'm rejecting their offer. Now, most people, most factions, when they come and ask you of something,
While the
they want
spirits
you to
of our
pay.
ancestors have no use for gold,
So
they
he
do
knows
know
Sparta
that they
wants him
living
out.
children
He knows
think
I'm an ally of
differently.
Sparta, so he's going to try to secure a non-aggression pact with me as well. He doesn't want to be killed. I'm going to say no, mainly because I just don't want to pay him for this. So, no.
Your words carry a weight of sadness. I hope
So
your
now
gods
it's our
gave you
turn. Let's see
wisdom in
what...
this choice.
Let's see what... Oh, okay. Now, everything's happening just great. All right, so last turn I was telling you about, you know, this whole your empire thing. Well, as you're playing, some things will actually happen within your empire that you will have to do. Okay, like it says here, a bloody secret. A member of your family has been dabbling in surgery. His skill with a knife leaves little to be desired, and a pile of bodies is becoming difficult to hide. So I can hide him. Or out him. I can out him because, I mean, he's killing people, man. I don't like that. But you can choose to hide him. I want to choose to out him. We'll see what that does. Okay. We'll see what that does. All right, I need one more turn. I think a few more turns actually. No doubt marching through the desert is going to actually kill some of that.
The mighty Pharaoh, strength be his, has noticed that his treasure house is in some need of replenishment.
Defensive alliance. Oh, see, if I break this, he's devious though. I don't know if I want to. No. Sorry, bro. Your dudes are devious, man. I can't be associated with devious play and stuff like that. Sparta. Sparta. Ally attacked? What? Am I an ally with him? I am an ally with him. He's my client state. I've got to come on the side of my client state, man. I'm sorry. Who would I be to be like, no, bro, I'm not going to support the client state? Well, who would I be? Nobody would want to be a client state of me. The man was dragged into the streets and his crimes were laid bare. Those who had lost slaves and even family members to a knife called justice for it. It was quickly decided that he should be thrown from the Tarparian Rock. See, I got minus 50 senators. They didn't like that decision because I outed one of my blood. But hey, man, I can't be having people destroying the name of my family that I've... What? Declare war. What did I just take this from? Didn't I just take this? I don't... Let's just go.
We hunger for battle.
Just follow the pack so you guys don't die.
Journey completed.
All right, now I'm entering a nation's borders without military access, and that could cause them to get a little agitated. Why you gotta be so mean? But anyways, so one more turn, we'll get into some combat here with the Romans. I almost said Russians. Can you believe that? Excuse me.
We are a mighty people.
No, stop, Sparta. I'm not going to give you military access, man. Alright, I don't need a war. raging at my borders. I don't need it. All right. Let's see what we can get into.
We hunger for battle. None will escape. The
Oh.
way is blocked.
Oh boy. They're all starving though.
Ready? Attack for Rome!
Alright, let's see what they got. Oh yeah. Let's go into battle. So this is the oh shit. Alright, so this is the deployment phase. And as you can see, they had a lot of armies around there, so they're reinforcing them. Now your numbers are here, but the initial army that you attack is always going to be right here. This is the deployment zones. Yellow is you, red is the enemy. The Battle of Garma. Full 145 BC. Alright, so we will start our deployment. Now Romans, I haven't seen any Romans with archery. And what I mean by archery is I mean like bow and arrows. I've seen a lot of Romans with spears. They throw spears. As you can see, these are my spearmen, and they can use flaming shot. Flaming shot is a way to break morale. Okay, and if there are, say, siege equipment, they're coming up with siege equipment. Fire is a good way to burn down the siege equipment before it can be used against you. Okay, but it has a great moral impact on soldiers, and morale directly affects how long they will stay in battle. All right, the longer they stay in battle, the better, obviously. But we'll talk about that in a few minutes. All right, so I'm gonna take my archers and put them behind my soldiers, and we'll listen to the speech.
These Easterners trouble my digestion, as do all foreigners.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
But there is something about this lot and their shifty ways that makes my sword arm itch too. We'd best be at them.
Alright, so generals. Your generals are like the life and blood of your army. As you can see, the general's range is that big blue circle. So all the units in that circle are going to have their morale boosted because there's a general nearby. And it seems to die out right here. These last two units on this flank. So he has a pretty big reach with his abilities, or with his morale boost. Base morale. What does morale do? Well, if your soldiers are fighting and they are being attacked from the flank, they're being attacked from the front, the morale will drop of that soldier, and they will retreat. They will retreat. They'll flee battle because their morale has dropped to a dangerous and critical point, and they will rather leave than die. That's the thinking behind that. But if a general is nearby and the general has a high authority, they will not run from battle. It will be they will be down to at least 15 soldiers before they say, okay, we need to leave. You know. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys forward. These are in-game Roman infantry units. Okay, so we have the Praetorians. The Praetorians, they have high armor, high melee defense, and their base morale is amazing. They also have a pretty high attack rating. Okay. The Eagle cohort. They are kind of like light legionnaires. I haven't quite gotten my legionaries yet. Actually, I have them, but I haven't recruited any. These are basically, they're great. They are a well-rounded infantry unit. They're not as good as Praetorians. They have the same armor, a higher melee defense than the Praetorians, but a very low attack rate. They don't attack as well. Their weapon damage doesn't do as much either. They don't get a significant big charge bonus, and they have almost around the same amount of health. Okay. Alright, time to move these forward. Have these as my reserves. Now, archers are very important. Without archers, you can lose, and archers can turn the tide of a battle. Romans get something called testudo. Testudo is a protection against missiles, and the swordsmen get an attacking testudo. They're able to get into a testudo formation and move forward while taking missile fire. Roman spearmen, on the other hand, cannot do that. Roman spearmen can take up a defensive testudo, which will cause them to stop. It's good for blocking an avenue. Say you're defending a city map, and you have your Roman spearmen line up on a city avenue and take a defensive testudo formation. The enemy infantry will have to engage that spearman unit before getting across, because, well, if not, the Roman spearmen will engage. But that's good for attacking an enemy that has a lot of archers. Like this, he has a lot of archers. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 archery units. Granted, they're wounded and everything, but having an attacking testudo, something that you might want to invest in. Praetorians. They have an ability called Use the Whip, and what it does is it improves the attack and fatigue resistance for a short amount of time. Their melee attack and weapon damage is increased, and their fatigue resistance is increased. Fatigue, as you can see, it says these guys are fresh. All right, they're fresh, they're eager, and there's a general nearby. That's what it says. If I was to have them sprinting towards battle and they were winded or they were very tired by the time they got there, they'd be very sluggish. They would die easily. They wouldn't react to flanks as fast. See, if your units are fresh and they get flanked, the back row of this infantry will turn to engage that flank. If they were tired, they wouldn't do that. They would just allow themselves to get flanked, and they would eventually be routed, or they would drop in their base morale to the point where they needed to. Alright, we're going to take up our attacking testudo, because we have missile units incoming. Testudos are good from the front. They're not so good from this side. As you can see, the sides are vulnerable. If I can get my archery units up there.
Jupiter gives us strength. Missiles awaiting targets.
Our general is under attack.
For the gods! By your command! Understood! We await your command! Commander!
Alright, so now we're getting pelted. We gotta get our infantry back into protection, and now everybody's gonna begin their charge. So I'm gonna move these guys back and move these guys forward to engage. So my Romans, these guys have already started to attack. I'll have you use flame. You use flame shot. Alright, everybody get out of attacking testudo. See here, this enemy is starting to get routed. These two are getting routed. That means that their morale has dropped to a critical point. As you can see, their morale is no, that's not them. Their morale is at 34. All right, our morale has dropped a little bit, but theirs have dropped to a critical point, and they're starting to get routed. They're leaving.
The enemy general is dead.
Now that the enemy general is dead, as you heard, that's gonna affect their base morale as well. Okay, if their friends around them are routing, that will affect their base morale as well. Morale is very, very, very important in this game. Okay, that can turn the tide of a battle, or it can't. All right, now I'm gonna advance my soldiers forward. I'm gonna use War Cry. Now, your general does have abilities if he is at least rank 4 in everything. War Cry, what does that do? It reduces enemy morale for a short amount of time. See, I use that so I can get him down to red. If I got him down to red, it wouldn't be long before he would leave. Let me see if I can get a unit to flank him. Never mind, it doesn't look like it's needed. Alright, we're just gonna here take the beating.
Eagle cohort! Marching order! Your orders! Prepare to attack! Your orders! Form Testudo!
Alright, who's getting attacked? You are getting attacked. Take Testudo, get in Testudo. Everybody in Testudo.
General! Attacking Testudo! Form Testudo and attack!
Alright, and we will move these guys up.
General! March!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Velites! Missile infantry!
Alright, see my spearmen are chucking away.
Cohort!
The enemy general is dead.
Enemy general is dead. Sometimes that bugs out, actually. So there you go. General is dead. General recently died. Oh no. We're gonna lose this battle. I'm afraid you all do, friend. What are you guys doing? Get back here. So loose spacing, what does that do? Loose spacing minimizes the casualties when under heavy fire, but it makes it more vulnerable to melee charges. So all this missile fire would be a good idea for me to go into loose spacing, but I play defensive Testudo to be, or attacking Testudo to be safe. I don't want my units to be killed if they were to get charged, because most of them will actually do that. The AI will force you to do loose spacing, and then they will charge you with their infantry, leaving you very little time to actually recover from, that. So there you go. Basic Roman combat. Testudos are essential when attacking an army with a lot, and I mean a lot, of missiles. And missiles meaning, rock throwers, archers, spearmen, or spear throwers. They're called javelin throwers. You want to be in an attacking Testudo. Your general has abilities. I've talked about War Cry. He has Second Wind, which will actually remove any fatigue that a unit may have. So if you've got, like, say, a group of legionnaires, they've been in battle, they're tired, they're slumped over, they're about to get flanked, and your general's nearby, you can give them Second Wind and rejuvenate those soldiers to continue fighting on. Inspire your target friendly units to improve their combat skills for a short time. So if I was to use those on my Praetorians, for example, I use those on my Praetorians, or use that on my Praetorians, their combat skills would go through the roof because they'd be so inspired by their general that they would fight harder and they would do things of that nature and all that cool stuff. We do have group controls, create selection, all this good stuff and everything like that, and formations. You can put your entire army into a formation, archers in the back, spearmen, swordmen, archer, spearmen, swordmen. You can do all that stuff with with the formations. And you can tell them to withdraw. Now this button is the sprint. Now, like I said, you need to be careful with sprinting if you're charging into a battle. A sprint is good if you're charging a group of spearmen, and say you're using legionnaires. And you tell them to sprint, they'll let out a war cry, they'll start sprinting, and they'll start attacking. It'll break their lines for a short minute to allow the legionnaires to get in there and get in their ranks and start causing some damage. That's one way to play it. There's, yeah. But basically, as you can see, a decisive victory. We deployed 1,572. We lost only 31. They deployed 936 and lost 677. They killed 28 of my soldiers. 28. The Romans are nothing to be joked about at the higher levels. That is for sure. I've deployed against immeasurable odds, and I've come out on top with the Romans. Their units are really good. Really good. I unfortunately don't have any artillery to show you guys, though. I wanted to show you guys some artillery, ballisticas, but I don't have any to show you. But essentially, ballisticas are, they're artillery, so you put them in the back and they will pelt formations of soldiers. They're good for defending a city. They're good for attacking a city. Definitely good for attacking a city. They will break down walls. They will break down walls and allow your infantry to go through the walls. Very good. Alright, so we killed one of the armies and massively wounded the others. So we'll kill this. And they're going to retreat. Our general got a rank up. Or the army got a rank up. And this is their traditions. This is the 5th Legion. Can I? Thank you. This is the 5th Legion, and if I go over to, let's see, where's my 3rd? Is this my 3rd? What Legion are you? The 2nd Legion. See, the 2nd Legion has had a lot of victories. So they have 2 bonuses that directly affect all units in the 2nd Legion. This is the actual character skills that your generals have. Yeah, these are the skills that your general actually has. He's a high fighter, I'll tell you that much. He's high in fighting, isn't he? And these are your households. This is where he comes from. He has a beautiful wife. So he has +2 zeal because he has to defend his wife. And you can pick something else. This is the regular household. No, this is marriage, and this is your actual household's ability. You can choose what you want for it. I'm going to pick let's do +1 authority. There you go. So there you go. All right. So we just killed off that army. So we'll go ahead and end the turn. He's able to move, but I don't think he's able to attack. So we'll just sit tight and see if he's able to attack.
I will be honest.
Ooh.
I seek coin as token of your good and control.
No. I'm sorry, but my answer is no. Damn, he was hauling ass, wasn't he?
The love of gold can stir evil in men.
Ah, quiet state. They must be desperate. Sparta is at war with them. Sparta must be on their ass. But all right, so they want me to pay them 8,500 gold, and they will become my client state. Now, in the end, I'm going to get this gold back, so it's not really that big of a loss for me. But if Sparta is at war with them, I'm not obligated to join the war, but it will hurt my rating if I don't join the war and defend my client state, and it will make my other client states kind of like uneasy. They may call it off. They may declare war on me. So this can have a good pro and it could have a bad con. You know, I'm not too hurt about the Spartans. My units are fairly experienced, and my legions are ready to take on the Spartans, but that's something that I got to take into consideration, because if Sparta is all the way over here and they're attacking Venite, then I'll have to go and defend my client state. But I'll accept it. I'll accept it mainly because I want the mod and anything that they're making. Alright, so they are actually under siege right now. And I don't know what they're under siege by. What legion? Oh, I have the... Ooh, the first legion is up here. Oh, man, they are under attack. Alright, so... I will need to go over here and defend them.
At your command. Victory for Rome!
Eh, why not?
Have your wit.
To battle!
Alright, so what we need to do is we need to push up and...
Ready for battle. Ready for further orders.
and keep them right there. So now I'm at war with Genua. This is a good chance for Rome to expand.
My people do not like luxury.
No. It's a good chance for me to expand, and let's see if I'm attacked. I doubt I will be, but it's still Fasana what? Rebellion intimate. What is this? Where is that? Where is that? Where am I? What? Is that one of my client states? If it is, I can't do anything about that. I don't see, Oh, in the province. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't control this province. Ah, okay. Alright, I see what they're talking about. Alright. Well, come here. Take that city. So now you get to see a siege. We're going to besiege the city. And we'll go ahead and attack that. Because, you know, taking cities and stuff, it's serious business, guys. Alright, so as you can see, we have these siege ladders. And these are what we're going to use to climb over these walls. But this is good where it is, so we'll go ahead and... Oh, they have ballisticas. Or is that a scorpion? Looks like a scorpion. Alright, so we're gonna put the brunt of our forces there. And we could have our archers move up and engage that. Now, while they are moving this siege ladder, they cannot take up this testudo. They are going to be devoted to completely taking and controlling the siege ladders. We have to climb the wall because we don't control the gate. As you can see, there's a circle right here with the flag. If we were to get soldiers inside and on the other side of the wall, we can lower that flag and raise our flag, which would take control of that tower and allow us to use the gate. Same thing for over here. Now here, this is a arrow tower. It will shoot flaming arrows at you, and the range that it has is absolutely atrocious. So, if we were able to get soldiers in that circle, we'd be able to capture that and use that to our advantage. Pelting them. Oh no, oh god.
Now! Take aim!
So my archers cannot fire at that guy. They can fire. Ooh, dude caught one in the head. Look at that. So there's only one guy there. So we'll go ahead and continue firing on that. Now my legionnaires are starting to climb. Or are these Praetorians? No, they're Now my archers should be able to take out everybody before these guys get up here, and if they do, that'd be great. Alright, so my first units are up on the wall. They've breached. Which means I can move up the rest of my legion to go
On me!
Now, until we control this gate, my forces will get pelted by arrows from the tower, so we have to get that gate super fast.
Eagle cohort!
But first I want to take him down.
Break the lines! Melee infantry! Eagle cohort!
Alright, we are taking control of the first area. We've killed off the defenders on the wall, so we'll begin to take the gate so we can use it for ourselves and move our soldiers in via the gate. Now our objective here is to either one, kill off the army here, or take these points. You can see the wreaths here. If we take enough of these, the points right here start to tick down. Now, if we want to take them down faster, we just go to the main capital, or the main area right here, the big wreath, and take it ourselves. Take it and hold it. If we can hold it, then we can win the game, and when it ticks down to 0. During that 150 time frame, though, they have all the time in the world to... Ooh, that's a ballistica. Oh, boy. They have all the time in the world to come and attack us to stop us from capturing the main city. But right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get ready for... why is it...
Follow me!
There we go. All right. We're just waiting to take control of the main gate. So we, our infantry, can use it. Once the gate turns yellow, we will be able to open the doors and allow the Roman stuff to come through and things.
Eagle cohort!
We have captured the gates.
Alright, the gate is now ours. So I'm going to go ahead and move this
Jupiter
and
gives
let
us
my
strength.
infantry use the doors
General!
to get
On
inside.
me! Jupiter gives us strength. Eagle cohort!
Alright, so we've taken control of the main gate. Now the gate will open, revealing the Romans who will come in and help take the main city.
Command ready and waiting. Your orders.
Your archers are always going to be faster than your swordsmen. Why? Because your swordsmen are wearing armors and carrying shields. So they keep that in mind when you're moving your archers, that they are slower than the people that are going to protect them.
At your command. Valientes, your orders.
See, they're all pumped right now. They are pumped like hell right now. Look at it. Flood the gates. Alright. So they only have a few defenders left. I could charge right now if I want to.
Ready and waiting. Eagle cohort. Jupiter gives us
I really don't need my archers right here, so I'm just gonna, right now, so I'm just gonna kind of leave them right here.
General! Proud Romans all.
I want to have them sprint.
Valientes! Proud Romans all. Double time.
Alright, see, I have them sprinting now.
By your command.
We'll watch their stamina. Let's see what their stamina does. They're fresh right now.
Ancestors, watch me in the crowd. A reward to any man who takes an officer's food.
And now we're gonna engage here.
Down for glory. To arm engage.
Alright, see, now they're active. And they're gonna charge, and now they're going to start fighting here.
Melee troops. March.
Now, general units are going to be able to hold out for a very long time. Something to remember. They're not easy to kill. By no stretch of the imagination are they easy to kill.
Marching order. Double time.
But if they lose combat long enough,
Break the lines.
they lose combat long enough, they will eventually rout and leave. Said I didn't need archers,
Ready for duty.
but I think I do, so I'm going to move them up.
Double time. March.
Going to move them up because I want to end this really fast.
Missiles awaiting targets.
My Romans are holding strong, and the general is actually starting to be routed, and there it is. He's routing. He's losing combat. You zoom
The
down
enemy
here.
general is dead.
Oh yeah. Alright, the general is dead.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Something that the legionnaires do is they will throw javelins.
Marching order! Double time!
They will throw javelins at infantry before they attack to try to break up the line that is they're attacking. But we'll go ahead and
Advance at speed!
Spread out!
we'll take up
Form
loose
loose
spacing.
formation,
Why
loose
not?
formation.
To help reduce casualties when. All right, so they are actually routing right now.
By your command. Attack! For Rome!
And out go my javelins. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Loose!
Ready and waiting! Victory for Rome!
They've started to attack my infantry. Or my archers. Archers are easily routed. But good
Our enemy
enough.
have lost a victory point.
Yep, see, they've lost a victory point. What does that mean? It means I'm going to win. And I won! Ah, there you go. So that city now belongs to me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It belongs to me. But, ladies and gentlemen, the combat is not too sophisticated, as you can see. It may look like, whoa, you may not know what's going on, but I think I've helped you view Rome, understand Rome and their combat tactics. Take it for Rome.
Ready for battle.
Excuse me. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Rome Total War Combat. And, I'm DJ Drakto over at Misfit Gaming. Thank you so much for watching.